Hey guys, what is going on? It is Cynnnical, and today for you guys, I'm doing something different for today's second video. Today I thought I'd talk about E3. I should have done this earlier, but you know, I've been just so busy with all this news and stuff that we've been, receiving to do with Kingdom Hearts 3. It's been incredible at the same time. It's been very demanding, so it sort of hasn't really freed up enough time for me to talk about anything else. But otherwise, yeah, I thought today would be a perfect day. Because I need to do it sooner rather than later, just because of the fact that like the sort of thought of E3 is slowly drifting away from everyone, mainly because of the fact that it's been over a week now since E3 ended, which is so sad, man. But otherwise, yeah, E3 this year was, oh, it was good. It was good. It was really good. In comparison to, you know, the last sort of few years we've had. Yeah, this E3 was spectacular. There was so many good announcements that came out at E3 that I was really hyped for, that a whole bunch of other people were hyped for. You know, I was busy sitting in my room watching all of the conferences, and I was just having a blast. But anyway, yeah, today I thought I'd just sort of talk about E3 and give you guys like my opinion on who killed it, like who brought the bacon to the fucking table this year. Because there was a lot of competition, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, so I thought I'd just give you guys my opinion on who I thought killed it. I also want to talk about the other conferences as well, and stuff like that. So let's crack on with it. So first of all, let's talk about, like, in my opinion, who won E3? Who brought the bacon to the table, baby? So yeah, who won? I know it's a popular choice, and I don't want to be, you know, joining the bandwagon, but I'm gonna have to say Bethesda. Alright, Bethesda really, really did. Now, you guys are probably sitting there and you're probably wondering, but Cynnnical, when you compare your reaction to the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer, and then you compare your reaction to the Fallout trailer that was at E3, there is no comparison. I know, I was a lot more excited for, you know, the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer than I was for Fallout 4, and that's mainly because of the fact that I'm a bigger fan of Kingdom Hearts, you know, obviously, than I am Fallout. And on top of that, we haven't received a goddamn, you know, Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer in, like, over a year. So that's hence the reason why, you know, you know, Kingdom Hearts is my favorite franchise, and it's been so long since we've received or seen Kingdom Hearts. But I'm basically basing this off of what the company had to offer at their conference and what they did and how they presented themselves, and Bethesda absolutely killed it. Their whole setup and their whole plan was beautiful. So obviously, like 2 weeks prior to E3, they came out with this massive teaser, and everyone was like, "Holy shit!" And it was the "Please Stand By" teaser. Everyone was like, "This is Fallout. This has got to be Fallout, right? It's gotta be Fallout." Turns out, 24 hours later, it was an announcement trailer for Fallout 4. It was like 3 minutes long. It was beautiful. It showed some of the sights off. It was obvious it was in Boston. It showed a little... No, there was no gameplay in that, but it showed us sort of like, you know, different regions and the different areas of the place that we're going to be exploring stuff. And the trailer was hype. It was hype, and it's like received over like 15 million views now. 2 weeks later, E3 rolls on, and it's Bethesda's conference. Bethesda had an amazing lineup. I mean, I know they had Doom, which was good. I know they had Dishonored, which was really, really good. They showed a bit of Elder Scrolls Online. But ultimately, the heart and the soul was the Fallout bit at the end. And Todd Howard literally fucking demolished it. And we knew from that point on, like most people, I'm saying most people because, you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But most people knew from that point onwards, Bethesda's got this. They won E3 2015, it was clear. But yeah, they had an amazing display of Fallout. I mean, they showed, you know, like over 20 minutes of Fallout footage, you know, gameplay and stuff. They showed off so many incredible new features. You know, stuff like how well it is as a first-person shooter, like how much has it evolved from Fallout 3 in comparison to what you can do, and itself as a first-person shooter. It's looking a lot more like a first-person shooter than it ever has before. And the display of the gameplay and the features were just crazy, you know, the gun modifications, you know, over 700 gun modifications, the actual fact that you can... like, you can freaking build your own house in your own settlements. I mean, that's what we've always wanted to be able to do in Fallout. You know, run your own caravan and stuff like that. Absolutely amazing. The fact that, you know, consoles are now going to be receiving mods That's amazing. We've always been wanting that. The fact that they announced a Fallout app, which was Fallout Shelter, and it released literally like seconds after their conference ended. The collector's edition with the real life Pip-Boy, and of course the release date, which is later on this year. I mean, no one was expecting everything to, you know, happen that freaking fast, and that's the biggest reason, you know, why Bethesda killed it. And they killed it with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 was, without a doubt, was the heart and the soul of their conference. So that is essentially why they won E3. Of course, that's just my opinion, though. I mean, everyone's entitled to their own, but I just believe that, you know, Bethesda really did a good job, you know, this year at E3. So let's roll on to Square Enix, because Square Enix, in my opinion, was my second favorite, and a big reason behind that was it was Kingdom Hearts. I mean, guys, come on. Kingdom Hearts, the display of Kingdom Hearts 3 was incredible. You know, more than 2 minutes of pure sexiness, like a samurai. It was so good, though. It was so good. That trailer was amazing. Just to see, like, how far in development they've come from the last trailer to now is amazing. You know, seeing Kingdom Hearts run on the Unreal 4 engine for the first time, it was amazing. Seeing all these new features, amazing. Seeing 2 new worlds, you know, the Olympus Coliseum, which is Mount Olympus, and then seeing, you know, Tangled, incredible. The display of Kingdom Hearts 3 was great, and that trailer was just beautiful. It was spot on, and it was hyped as shit. Aside from Kingdom Hearts, you know, Square Enix did a pretty good job. They had a few other things that were sort of interesting. I mean, I know they had the Deus Ex. I know I pronounced that wrong, alright? And I'm always going to pronounce it wrong. I've never really been interested in the series. But yeah, the Deus Ex display was pretty cool. And on top of that, Just Cause 3. I'm hyped for that. And their sort of display of that was cool. They gave the release date. So that was really interesting. I do want to talk about the Final Fantasy VII Remake. I feel like that is still part of Square. They did display it at the conference, but obviously it wasn't displayed at the conference first. Sony did that. So, you know, in my opinion, I believe that Square Enix really should have held off from giving Sony the Final Fantasy VII, you know, the remake trailer to display it first, because if they displayed the FF7 remake trailer at their own conference, you know, for a very first worldwide preview, then their conference would have been boosted a lot, like a lot, and their conference would have got that much more attention, because Final Fantasy VII, the remake, is one of the most best things, like, it's one of the greatest things that came out of E3 this year, and amongst, like, Fallout 4, and, like, The Last Guardian, Shenmue 3, Final Fantasy VII, the remake, it was up there because people had been waiting so damn long for it. And of course, Final Fantasy VII is known as one of the greatest Final Fantasies in the franchise. So, you know, it's quite clear that there was obviously something going on between Square and Sony. I would say that Sony probably slipped, you know, Square a few green papers in order to get that trailer for themselves to display at their own conference. But, you know, with Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII, if they just kept that Final Fantasy VII remake trailer for themselves at their own conference, they would have, like, probably would have been competing with Bethesda, I would say. But yeah, the Final Fantasy VII trailer, I thought it was really good. I'm not a Final Fantasy, you know, fan myself, but I appreciate it. I'm probably going to try it out for myself when it comes out for the PS4. And I'm happy for fans. I know how long you guys have been waiting. I know that you got trolled last year at the PlayStation Experience, where everyone was like, please, 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 and then it turned out to be a port. So, well done, guys. You did it. So yeah, let's talk about Sony. So Sony's display was really good. Putting the Final Fantasy VII Remake aside, because that was probably their biggest thing that they had there. Sony had a good display as well. It was very well done. I still feel like, in my opinion, Square Enix was a little bit better, but that was for the purpose of Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Sony's was great. Last Guardian, alright? Last Guardian was a game that went under the radar. They gave a great display of it. Very heartwarming, so I am looking forward to The Last Guardian. Horizon Zero Dawn. That's another game that I am interested in. I believe it was revealed first at E3. I'm not too sure, but it was the first time me seeing it anyway. And it looks really cool. It looks really cool. Their display of it was great. The trailer for it, their little sort of preview, taking down that robotic T-Rex. Badass. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. Might be shit. The trailer might be better than the actual game, which is the sad thing about gaming these days, because most of the time the trailers are better than the games. but I'm probably gonna pick up Horizon Zero Dawn, you know, like when it comes out. So yeah, No Man's Sky. All right, so this is a game that has been a, you know, talked about discussion for the longest time in gaming. It's a game where you can basically just explore the universe, go to planets, and just explore to your heart's content. And apparently, it can last years, like years. So I'm interested in this game. Excited. Not so much excited. I am excited, don't get me wrong, but I'm more interested. I want to see how well this works and stuff like that. And is it what it set out to be, sort of thing. I want to sort of base my own opinion on that. So, yo, for sure, when it comes out, I'm going to be picking that up. And lastly, Uncharted 4. I mean, you know, we cannot not have Uncharted 4 in this video. So yeah, the display of Uncharted 4 was great. They sort of mucked up at the start of it, which was a bit funny, but no, they redeemed themselves with what they displayed. So, I mean, that Uncharted is looking great, and you know, I'm happy to see that it isn't the last one. I know a lot of people are sort of like, you know, Uncharted 4 the last one, but it has been said that Uncharted 4 is the last Uncharted for the Nathan Drake saga. You know, not the actual franchise, but, you know, Nathan Drake himself, yeah, he's coming to an end. So I think Naughty Dog is actually going to be continuing Uncharted just with a different protagonist, and telling a different story, you know, later on in the future. But yeah, the display of Uncharted 4 is great. I mean, you know, if you've got a PS4, then you're going to be playing Uncharted 4, right? Let's be honest. So it was looking great. They did a good display. I was expecting that from Naughty Dog at the Sony press conference, so it was good. Okay, then we have Xbox. So, yeah, surprising, right? I'm talking about Xbox. As you guys know, I'm sort of a big Halo fan, so it comes expected that I talk about Halo at the Xbox conference. But yeah, Halo was probably the biggest thing that was displayed there. Halo 5, it was good. They showed a bit of the campaign to do with, you know, Agent Locke, Master Chief, and stuff like that, and their teams. That was cool, a little campaign segment. But the coolest thing about it was the new multiplayer mode, which was Warzone. I am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. BTB, Big Team Battle, is one of the best multiplayer sort of modes that there is in Halo. Always has been. And now this is like taking Big Team Battle and then putting it on steroids. You got way bigger teams now. I believe it's like teams of 12. So you got 12, you know, players on one team, 12 players on another team. So say I got my team, opposing team, right? Big teams. Then in the mix of that, you've also got the Covenant coming in. So it's like a three-way battle of mayhem and madness. So I am just fucking looking forward to that. That is going to be great. I'm really, really looking forward to Halo 5. I think 343 have sort of redeemed themselves in some aspects, so it's to look forward to. It's coming out October, so I can't wait for that. Another thing I think I should talk about is Gears of War. I'm not overly a big fan of Gears of War, but it is a pretty good Xbox exclusive. So the Ultimate Edition as well as Gears 4. Ultimate Edition is basically like a remake of the first game, adding in all the exclusive like PC content that wasn't on the original 360 version. You know, it's better graphics, upscaled, 60 frames. I'll probably pick it up. I mean, it gives, like, literally I got like 2 games on my Xbox One because I play everything on my PS4, so I'll probably pick that up as well as Gears 4. And lastly, the Rare Collection. I'm a big fan. Alright, I'm a big fan of Conker. Conker's Bad Fur Day is the absolute cat's fucking pajamas, dude. As well as Banjo-Kazooie. I'm buying this collection, even if it's just for those 2 games. But, you know, like, that aside, the Rare Collection is really, really good. It comes with, like, 30 games for, like, in my country it's $40 for 30 games, and over in the States, you know, America, for you guys, most of you guys anyway, it is, you know, 30 games for $30, so you can't go wrong there. And lastly, I'm going to be talking about the EA conference. Sorry, Ubisoft, you didn't really interest me this year. But yeah, the EA conference, the only thing I was interested in there was Star Wars Battlefront. You know, it's like Battlefield meets Star Wars, mix them together, and you get Star Wars Battlefront made by DICE. That's what it is. It's looking great. The graphics are looking great. It's amazing. It's obvious that that's the only reason why people watched, you know, EA's conference this year was for Star Wars Battlefront, let's be honest. But anyway, guys, that is it. That's my sort of quick roundup of E3 this year. It was really good. It was really, really good. It far surpassed what I was expecting. You know, the display of Kingdom Hearts 3 and Fallout 4 made it for me. It made it for me. And amongst all that other sort of goodness that we got, it really made it for me. So I just can't wait to play Fallout 4 later on this year. It's gonna definitely be a Game of the Year contender. And on top of that, you know, we've got so much more news about Kingdom Hearts 3, so good things came out of E3 this year, guys. It wasn't really, it was nowhere near a disappointment, unlike last year. Last year was just cat shit. This year, it was amazing. So, otherwise, guys, what was your best moments of E3? Leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comments section below. And yeah, otherwise, guys, until next time, I've been Cynnnical, and I'll catch you later. Peace.